Hello guys, I'm Dr. Nupur. My name is Terfa Simon Tesi. I'll be presenting on what I have learned about an international business. Let me first of all thank my instructor, Dr. Nubu, for being a wonderful person. Coca-Cola is the business I will use as an example to explain better an international business and the strategies involved. There are domestic and international strategies. Domestic strategies are the strategies that are meant to give a company mileage, but within the geographical boundaries of a nation, which means it exists only in the original country. While international strategies are those strategies that aim for platform across the boundaries of a country and thus involve two or more countries. This means that the business exists in other countries apart from the original country. For example, Coca-Cola is well known by a lot. Coca-Cola is a company that has been observed to flourish both domestically and internationally. Coca-Cola is more successful on the international scale than on the domestic scale, since most of its customers and branches are spread across all the continents of the world. Let me explain a little bit about the Coca-Cola business strategy as it is well known for its successful business strategies. Some of the factors that Coca-Cola prioritizes in its business strategies to reach a wider market include proper marketing channels, geographical segmentation, good promotion techniques, among others. They have a proper marketing channel, well organized. The geographical segmentation of Coca-Cola captures activities which hopes to actualize popularizing the name of the company to as many customs, cultures, and climates as possible. Concerning geographical consideration, Coca-Cola products in Asia have a sweeter taste than those spread in the other continent. This is a very good strategy because they know that the Asian people prefer a lot of sugar. So they make it in such a way that this continent taste will be sweeter than in other countries. And in other countries, they try to give a taste that focuses on that country's taste. Mm. Marketing channels is the other platform that Coca-Cola derive its competitive advantage. They range from online sites to hard copies in print media forms. Also, the foreign market analysis Coca-Cola use is so interesting. Gauging the benefits, costs, and perils of a particular market is an uphill task for most managers. The reason for the latter is that a market segment can have consumers who do not have a specific taste. Therefore, it makes it hard for companies with varieties to decide which brand product to special along new the market line. Comparing the risk and the benefits, there are more risks attached to the decision than otherwise. Managers in the Coca-Cola company were able to gauge the taste of its consumers and came up with products which suited particular market more than others. A good example is the Zero Sugar brand for the US, old population, and the Convenience Sweet brand for the Asians. For instance, in Mexico, they know that people prefer a lot with a low sugar taste. So they give Mexico the low sugar taste. Here, I will talk about the joint ventures versus other strategic alliances advantages. A joint venture facilitates access to new market and distribution network. A joint venture creates increased or additional operations and production capacity for both entities. They also create additional capacity in research and development, which then drives innovation. Both entities share market risk and cost. Parties to have access to new knowledge and expertise. When they operate in an industry that requires the skills of specialized staff, parties have access to better and more resources such as finance and technology. Of course, two heads are better than none. Now they are in a joint venture, so they operate more properly. A party can inherit the customer's base of the other partner. Joint ventures are flexible. It is possible to limit a joint only on a special business process or contractual lifespan. As far as the advantages of joint ventures exist, so it exists its disadvantages. It's good to know about its disadvantages also. Joint venture risks of liabilities and possible conflict between parties, especially when its objectives are unclear. It takes considerable time for partners to establish, for partners to develop compatibility around complex issues such as accounting and risk culture. Parties must align their business strategy to avoid corporate strategy mistake or overlaps. They require parties consult at length on management decisions, governance, and operation process. A joint venture risk being impacted by barriers to cooperation arising from parties, different business cultures and management styles. Now let me talk about the Coca-Cola International strategy. Coca-Cola has been a successful market entrant using the joint venture strategy. In 2012, it signed a joint venture with Beverage Partners Worldwide to offer ready-to-drink tea beverage to European and Canadian markets. It has a joint venture license agreement with Nestle to provide the Nestea beverage in Taiwan and Hong Kong. It has other joint venture agreements in other countries in the area of bottling and production of beverages. For example, in Kenya, it provides bottling services to other smaller beverage companies. The source of its success in joint venture contracts is its worldwide network of distribution system. Other smaller companies take advantage of the distribution system to reach larger and wider markets. Coca-Cola has a great business philosophy. Coca-Cola has a business philosophy of secrecy. It maintains its secret. It guards its production formula and process. The philosophy has specific benefits such as preventing the infringement of intellectual property rights, enhancing its business position, and keeping off competitors from adopting its unique product range. Of course, it's difficult to have a philosophy of secrecy, but Coca-Cola managed to adapt the processes involved. Well, thanks for listening to the presentation. Here are the references involved. I appreciate your consent. Thanks, Dr. Napur.